So today we're going to be talking about this road in San Antonio, Texas called Rafiki Road, and it's supposedly the entrance to a cult, but upon further Google research, it is actually a Bible Study Fellowship. It's the global headquarters for the Bible Study Fellowship. So I interviewed a couple friends, and we're going to see their thoughts on the local legend. So what rumors have you heard about Rafiki Road?
Well, I remember hearing about it when I was like in middle school. Like older people would talk about how they would drive there, and it was super fun because you would drive up like this long, dark road, and then there'd eventually be a cop, and the cop would chase you out. Like no one knew what was behind the gates, so it was kind of like mysterious and exciting, especially like for a young mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So have you ever been to the road?
I did go a couple times. Yes, I've been during the day and at night.
Okay. So do you know anything about like what's actually behind that gate?
Obviously Rafiki Road. I mean, they call it Colt Road. So no one, I don't think anyone's actually completely sure of what goes on back there. That's kind of the fun of it. But I mean, in my opinion, I don't think there's an actual cult, but there's definitely some weird stuff going on back there that I can't explain. So I'm really not sure.
Okay, cool. Have you heard any of these rumors about Rafiki Road?
Yes, I have.
Have you actually been to the road?
I have with one of my friends. We got bored one night and we found the road. And as we were driving up, there was a car and they stopped us. And they asked us what we were doing. And we said we were just bored. And then he told us that we needed to leave because we were trespassing and it was private property. So we turned around, but I did see light down the road and like there's just woods around, so it's dark. And it was also weird that the car was unmarked and it did not, like, it wasn't a police officer. Like, he was not in uniform.
Okay. That's weird, but like do you think there's any actually like a cult behind that entrance, or is it just like nothing really happening?
I don't really think it's anything. I think it's just rumors, but it is weird that there's just an unmarked car there. And I don't know where the rumors started, but something's happening, but I don't think it's a cult.
Okay. Cool. So have you heard any rumors about Rafiki Road, and what do you know about them?
Yes, actually, bro. So I grew up like 10 minutes down the street from Rafiki Road. And basically, everyone on both sides of 281 and 1604 knew about Rafiki Road. Everybody really called it Colt Road. I mean, just because during the day, people go back there. I mean, me and my homies took a taxi out there, went back there, and we looked and we got stopped at the big gate. And then some fake cop car was there. But really, the real fun is going at night. That's when you get approached by the real cop car, and then you like get to see what's actually back there because you can hop the fence. But I just know that something sketchy is happening back there. But like I can't confirm what it is or what it isn't. But I've heard plenty of rumors all around the schools from upperclassmen, lowerclassmen, and everybody.
So have you ever talked to the police officer?
The most I ever talked to the police officer was he came up to me and my friends and told us that this is private property and that we're not allowed back there. And the rumor is that the police officer isn't a real police officer because it's an unmarked car.
Uh,
He doesn't really show a badge, but he has a gun on him. So like, no one knows. But I've only talked to him a few times, and he's just told us to leave, and we got on.
yeah. So what do you think's actually, if is there any actual like happenings going on back there, or is it just like nothing really?
I don't think that there's a cult back there. Everybody thinks there's a cult back there, but I just think that there's some weird group of people that's trying to hide something back there. I can't say what, but I know that it's heavily guarded and it's a big facility hidden away from the public eye. That's all I can say.
You've seen those pictures with the drone, right?
Yes, I've seen the Google Maps. I've seen the drone pictures. There's something happening back there. I don't know what happened.
In a forum dating back to 2010, this user talks about the legend and how it's supposed to be a cult. However, the results bring up a Bible study fellowship. After that, he talks about the unmarked truck, and then he goes on to get more information from other users that post on the forum as well. This user talks about Bible study fellowship and how he actually went down this road a long time ago, and that they own a bunch of property in that area as well. This user in 2015 talks about their confrontation with the police officer and how he actually didn't seem like a police officer and harassed them, which is very scary. Not something you want to be a part of. In 2017, this user claimed to be a police officer who worked at the global headquarters for Bible Study Fellowship. He talks about how people that come down the road are intentionally violating the law, and goes on to talk about the consequences for this, and basically kind of clears everything up.